Jarvis, you've mentioned several times the Justice Investigation, the Independent Investigation Crime Unit that you've planned on. You also addressed that to review past cases, you would need to be well-staffed and well-funded. Minneapolis Police Department has been well-staffed and well-funded, as well as the St. Paul Police Department and many other police departments, yet have still resulted in some of the nation's topping racial disparity in law enforcement, which seems that staffing and funding may just be exacerbating the issue, especially for black folks and folks in under-resourced neighborhoods, people of color. For your outside of funding and staffing, what will the Independent Investigation Crime Unit do in the system that you mentioned needs to be changed?
Yeah, those are two different units. The Independent Investigation Unit will investigate police officers. It will investigate prosecutors. It will investigate judges who violate the law. So that's very different. I wasn't talking about funding for that. We will have funding for that. So that's a different group than the Independent Investigation Unit. What I also said is that, so I hope I answered your question. That's not the Independent Investigation Unit. If you want to see what I'm going to do, because I'm very familiar with what needs to be done, I ask that you look at these plans. You will see it thought out. They ain't just made up. We're not going to make the changes that we need playing around the edges. Folks keep talking about they're going to talk to this person, talk to that person. Wow, I'm probably older than most of you here at this table. It is what it is. I've heard this forever. It's because we got two systems of justice. I'm not remotely saying I alone, as the prosecutor, will be able to change it. No folks up here can do that alone. We have to partner with the key stakeholders. I'm putting in place a working task force. I'll convene a task force of the key stakeholders in the criminal system. It's all here. That will be the public defender's office. That will be the prosecutor's office. That will be law enforcement. And that will be judiciary. I encourage you to look on the website. You will see I've done this when I was president of State Bar, Hennepin County Bar, MMLA. I'm not just talking. Go to highlights. See what I have accomplished. We need systemic changes, people. I've been hearing this about these changes since the Kerner report. Forever, and so have you. So this is nothing new. If you think we're going to get to where we need to by making little changes around the edges, so I'm not saying I'm going to do it. We're going to do it together, and we're going to hold all the stakeholders accountable. That's what we need to do together. I need some volunteer bridge builders who want to work together, who want to harness that energy when George Floyd was senselessly murdered. We can do this, but we're not going to do it playing around the edges. And I'm sorry, folks. I've been hearing this stuff forever because the system isn't set up to treat people of color, poor people, the same. And so changing a little policy here, changing a little policy there, ain't gonna get it. So if you want someone to play around the edges, I'm not your person. But if you think I'm just talking, go to JarvisJonesForHennepin.com, go to highlights. You will see for 20 years I've been a change agent building bridges.
Thank you.
Thank you.